Good afternoon and welcome to a very special episode of the Lovin Abu Dhabi show with me, Casey.
And me, Masa.
Top stories for you today. Winter is here.
And Abu Dhabi groom sues hotel for 100,000 dirhams over hot wedding hall.
We're talking about the chairman of the National Media Office just spoke at TedX.
And if, it's not a scam, it's real. You can win 25 million dirhams. And we had the host of Big Lottery here at the show with us.
Yes, the big ticket legends, Bushra and Richard joined us, and we got to sit down and hear what really goes on behind the scenes at one of the most exciting game shows in the region. This is a very special episode for Lovin Abu Dhabi. Myself and Masa, you may or may not recognise us. We usually host the Lovin Dubai show, but we're very excited to sub in for the team for Lovin Abu Dhabi today and talk about the big trending stories in the capital.
Yeah, it's very exciting. Should we jump into first story of the day?
Oh. Yes, we shall. We have the comments open as always, so if you have thoughts on the stories, we'd love to hear them. Okay, let's jump in. So, of course, we want to talk about the weather. It's finally feeling more palatable. And as you know, winter is here. After the stretch of long, hot summer days, Abu Dhabi is finally cooling down. The National Centre of Meteorology reports that temperatures are dropping below 30 degrees, and even the evenings and mornings are much more pleasant. It's a perfect weather for a stroll, a visit to your favourite cafe, or simply relaxing outdoors without the heat.
I am so happy. I just feel like my mood has been so different ever since the heat dropped. I've been going on walks ever since September hit, but still, it's that time of the year where we frost, but it's a good frosting.
We're frosting?
Yeah, because
we're beginning to freeze.
Beginning to freeze, yeah. We're not defrosting.
No.
We're beginning to freeze.
Do you have a favourite Abu Dhabi outdoor adventure activity to do?
So I did this once. I went to the mangroves of Abu Dhabi. Okay, so there was.
I love the mangroves.
Bro, it's so nice. It was such a nice experience. So there was this. I think it's an independent company. Basically, they have boats and they offer you everything. So they have afternoon cakes, afternoon tea kind of package where you come in. Everything is in front of you. You have sushi, you have cakes, you have sandwiches, you have everything: tea, coffee, and karak.
Amazing.
And then you go around for a whole hour. The weather is amazing. You can watch the sunset. It was such a nice experience. So I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, your activity beats mine. I've done kayaking in the mangroves.
Wow.
So amazing. It's so stunning.
Yeah.
It's so stunning.
It's so beautiful.
But what I used to do, I used to live in Khalifa City A, and I'd always go for runs. And it's very kind of like a very residential area, Khalifa City A, and I would just look at the big houses.
Oh, I love house watching,
by the way. That was my pastime. I'd run and I'd be like, okay, who's outside? I wasn't spying, but I was just enjoying being around such nice big houses, and that would be my winter afternoon activity.
No, I get it. It's like window shopping, but for houses.
Yeah.
I love watching houses. This is what I do when I go on walks. So I'm around my community, I'm just watching houses. I'm like, oh, this house is white. It looks really good. It looks super clean.
It's manifesting.
Yeah, it's manifestation, basically.
And the funny thing is, have you ever judged a home that's completely out of your reach?
Yeah.
You know, when you see a house, you're like, oh, I wouldn't That
Yeah,
wouldn't be my choice.
Why would I put a fountain outside the house? Like, why wouldn't I put it back? Of course, I can't afford that.
No, of course I will never have that home. But
No, maybe one day.
oh, manifesting, yes.
Manifestation.
One day I will, and I have no doubt someone will question my design choices. Let's jump into our next story of the day. A groom is upset.
So the Abu Dhabi court has dismissed a lawsuit by a groom seeking 100,000 dirhams from a hotel, claiming high temperatures in the wedding hall ruined his special day.
He said the experience caused him distress and embarrassment because, of course, this would be the venue hall, so he was surrounded by his guests. Now, he did try to resolve the matter. However, the hotel refused to refund or compensate him. He did support his claim with the contract and email correspondence, but alas, the hotel refused to comply.
And the hotel's lawyers pointed to arbitration clause requiring disputes to be settled at the IFC. The court ruled the case inadmissible and ordered the groom to pay legal costs.
A lot of comments on this story, and I put it to you, the audience. Is this the venue's fault? Is it nearly, an act of God that something didn't go right on your big day? And of course, there's so much emotion attached. Would you sue if you were unhappy with something that happened to you?
Yes, 100%, because this is such a special day. This is a big day.
Well, that was a quick answer.
Yeah. My day has to be
Don't
perfect.
hold back, Lassa.
My day has to be like perfect from A to Z, no mistakes. And if it was an AC issue, oh God,
It is a shame.
I'd turn to a Karen.
It is a disappointing thing to happen because you're putting so much money into this day and you want your guests to be very happy. That's so important. And then if there's an AC issue and he also said the food wasn't up to scratch, then...
That's the thing, like you want things to be perfect. And if you imagine you're a guest at this wedding, okay, and usually it's a big number of people, okay, you can't enjoy, you can't be walking around, you can't be sitting, you can't be dancing because of the heat. So it really does ruin that moment for you. So I understand the frustration. I understand why they would want to escalate it because such things such as lighting, such as food, AC, temperature, seatings should all be arranged prior to the wedding day. Everything should be checked and... not missed.
Not messing with Massa on her wedding day. I did have a bridezilla moment. I don't know if I told you.
Oh God.
But my learning from planning a wedding is to really speak to all of your vendors in detail about the service they are providing, because I didn't. And then when things happened, I was like, oh, that's kind of not what I thought was going to happen. So I had a small wedding in a courtyard, and I had envisioned and booked for fairy lights.
Yeah.
And so on the day of the welcome dinner, I heard, oh, the fairy lights are set up for tomorrow. So it was tomorrow set up. And so I went around the corner, and rather than like fairy lights across the trees, and then they would be hidden into the trees, covering the courtyard, what they had done was in the middle of the courtyard, they'd set up a wooden structure with wooden poles, and they call it something else. And even my wedding planner was like, oh, look at them. And I was like, that looks awful. I was like, you've ruined the whole beautiful, perfect courtyard, and you've put this big structure in the center. And they said, yeah, actually, we don't really like it either. I was like, well, what are we going to do about it?
I'm sorry, but if you're an event planner, you need to think aesthetically, not just placing something there, right there.
Right, and so I was like, we're going to get rid of this. And the wedding planner said, no, not possible, because the guys are gone. And I was like, this won't be there. Like, it's just ugly. And so for an hour on the day of the welcome dinner in the heat, the wedding planner was up on a ladder. I was supporting the ladder with her. Her daughter was there. We were pulling down the lights, but we made it.
I don't blame you, by the way. I would do the same exact thing. I would make her stand up and get those lights down.
Well, I did feel a bit bad about the standing, and we said that we would do the standing on the ladder for her because, because if anything happens, who's at fault here? But she said, look, it's our job to make this great. And so I supported her by being at the bottom of the ladder.
No, it's your right. It's your wedding day. I feel like whatever you say is excused and it's fine. No mistakes should happen at a wedding.
I think, you're trying to,
have the perfect day.
You want a really beautiful day, and if you've put the effort in, you want to see the results, I guess.
I had a friend, I think I mentioned her before, but like it was her wedding day. Anyways, she was planning it for a month. She had a wedding planner, and she had a specific thing in mind, and everything was going according to plan, and she was really excited. And then the wedding planner pulls out a few weeks before the wedding. And like, you know what? I'm so sorry. We can't continue. We can't afford it. I think he had an issue with his license.
Oh, okay.
Completely left her stranded like that. So she had to find another wedding planner, and everyone would reject her because it's too soon to the date. So they don't want to disappoint. But at the end, she had a really beautiful wedding. Okay, they made it work. It looked really good.
No wedding planner.
But she was panicking. No, she finally found someone. And then a lot of things that she wanted, she didn't get it through the wedding planner. She got it herself. But still, like, things happen. But I think I will be booking my wedding planner maybe 1 year ahead.
You've already got it booked, I'd say.
Yeah.
It's like we know who you know who you are. We've already been in touch. I'm seeing comments coming in saying big ticket from Akash. Akash, we're going to talk about the big ticket very shortly. But before we get there, I want to give you a little update. So the chairman of the National Media Office, Abdullah Mohammed Bouti Al Ahmed, he spoke at TedX and he shared highlights from his life journey. So this has been shared on X. We haven't seen the full thing yet, but we're super excited for it because he spoke about his life growing up as a curious child in Dhafra to working in education, diplomacy, and now media, which is a truly inspiring progression. He reminded everyone that success comes from hard work and learning and encouraged young people to focus on leaving a positive mark, not just collecting applause. A very wise and interesting talk, so make sure to check it out. Are you a TEDx fan?
I think I used to watch them a long time ago, but my attention span doesn't allow me to watch TEDx anymore. Okay. I'll be very honest. I have to have those very short clips, like 30 seconds. Okay, I get to the point, that's it. Yeah. But I remember that we used to have like a lot of events back in university and school where you'd have the chance to participate and, I don't know, have your TED Talk in front of some audience, yeah.
I can really get stuck into a good TEDx. I listen to one every morning, nearly.
Wow, really?
I've stopped last week to do. Like I've got a little routine, so when I'm getting out of bed before I get into the shower, I pop on a TEDx.
Really?
Yeah, about all sorts. Yeah, they're cool.
Wow,
they're cool. Interesting.
I can't watch.
But it's because it's like background or a podcast. You just have it on and you're listening. So my next question, Massa, was going to be: if you had a TEDx talk, what would it be about?
You know what? I need to something reminded me. All ideas are good ideas, but I just remembered a girl. Her TEDx topic was, I don't know, I felt like it was a bit insensitive. I don't know if I should mention it or not, but she, to each their own, but her topic was, I know you're asking me about my topic, but it clicked in my head. It said, you're not depressed. It's just a mask.
Oh, okay.
You have to be positive. Depression is not real or something like that.
I mean, I don't think we support that. I feel like medical.
No, we don't support that.
Mental health is an illness.
She got attacked a lot, I think she got she got attacked because it was a very weird discussion. Anyways, TEDx topic that I would be talking about. Why we should cancel TEDx?
No, you know what I like about some, and actually I'm seeing a comment from Lena, who's your usual Abu Dhabi host, and she said his talk was so inspiring, and I love progression journeys, and the books that I enjoy reading are always women who've done amazing.
Okay, that's nice.
And especially women who started from here and ended up here, because you see people in these power positions. They didn't grow up like that.
Yeah.
No one, and especially people who grew up with a silver spoon, or they get into these power positions. Amazing people have done amazing things, and they started off as like you and me. Yeah. And I find those stories so interesting. And even the story that we've just spoken about, he's super high up in UAE media. He wasn't born into that role, and it's been hard work. Working through diplomacy, working through education to get there. And I find those stories inspiring. In my later years, I find those stories quite inspiring. Yeah.
And we keep seeing them, by the way, they're just shifting in different formats. And we now see them in podcast formats. Now we see them, I don't know, interviews, I think. We see them in different formats. I feel like TEDx, the same concept of TEDx is just shifting its identity, I guess.
Yeah.
We're seeing it on podcasts all the time. I did this and I've been sitting and I started from nothing and now look at me and now I'm on podcast talking about it. Same thing.
Yeah. Audiobooks, TEDx.
Audiobooks.
So there they are. Speaking of inspiring, oh my days. So we had the absolute honour to sit with Richard and Bushra, who are the faces of the Big Ticket. I'm sure you know the Big Ticket. That's an amazing lottery. And they give away huge, life-changing sums of money and also other gifts. Were you inspired this morning to get a ticket?
Yeah, I really wanted to get a ticket this morning.
Me
but
too.
I know my luck, that's the thing.
No, this is the thing. They sold it to me.
They made it sound so easy.
And there's an amazing prize coming up, and they're going to have 30 people down on an F1 yacht with this Fantastic. Pretty much all expenses gift. That's just one of the prizes, and we learned so much about the big ticket with them, and we're going to introduce you to the interview right about now. So stay tuned. It's going to be with you after this very short break. Bye. So what would you do if you won 25 million dirham? Today's guests are two people who've made so many dreams come true, literally. They are the iconic faces of Big Ticket, the UAE's longest running raffle that's turning ordinary people into millionaires since 1992. Now they're here to tell us all about Big Ticket's massive November campaign with a 25 million dirham grand prize and the VIP race and yacht experience. We've got Richard and Bushra. Welcome to the show.
And good morning to you, and good morning to all your listeners this morning.
We are so happy to be with you this morning.
Guys, I've seen you on TV for so many years, lighting up our screens. We're so excited to welcome you.
Yeah, you have so much energy. Where's it coming from? Is it because of the wins, the money, the prizes?
I think so. From the millions we are giving away.
Exactly, that's exactly it. You know, when we give this news to people, it really does brighten up their lives, and it brightens up ours as well.
Yeah.
Really does.
I can imagine.
I can't wait to see people's reactions and what do they do when they receive that call.
You know, now people, for quite a while, people recognise our voices, and they know that if they do get a call with familiar voices on the 3rd of the month, they now tend to believe that it is us. I did have a caller last week. He'd won a bar of gold. It was a big bar of gold.
Whoa.
He knew the voice, but unfortunately he'd been scammed in the past by some terrible people. And he's like, Richard, I know it's you. It sounds exactly like you, but I'm going to check your website. I'm like, that's exactly the right thing. Go to Big Ticket.
Don't fall for scams.
Yeah.
Click the winners section, and that's where you see your name and your ticket number to guarantee to know that you've actually won the prizes.
I could listen to you guys all day.
So usually their first reaction will be shocked, then, are you sure? Are you sure? Then they will start to scream, laugh.
One of the most memorable ones for me was when we told a lady that she'd won, and then she just let out a scream. And the scream went on until there was nothing left in her lungs. So we were live, and we had like 6,000 people in our audience. And she took a breath, and then started screaming again. Brilliant.
I can't even imagine. I guess like you guys, Big Ticket has been making these dreams come true since 1992. And I like what we'd love to know is what is the process that goes into it? Because, you know, I'm aware of Big Ticket, but when I've got you guys, I know that dreams are coming true, and I know that you're going to be giving away 25 million in a grand prize experience, and there's also a VIP race and yacht experience, but like there must be some simple steps to participate.
It's very easy for Big Ticket. All you need to do is purchase your ticket from our official website, and we don't have an application. We have only one official website, which is bigticket.ae, or visit our stores at Zayed International Airport or at Ain Airport. Purchase the ticket. It costs 500 dirham, and we have an amazing offer this month, which is buy 2 tickets, get 2 free, so you have 4 tickets. Then
Exactly. And you know, we always do it by calendar month. So if you buy your tickets during the month of November, we will always do our grand prize and the big advertised prizes on the 3rd day of the next month at 7:30 p.m. It's like big ticket time. And the other thing,
I'll be on edge every 3rd of the month. Why did I not receive the call? Like, don't call me, Mom. Don't call me.
And the other thing is, from the first of the month, we advertise and promote exactly what our prize is going to be. And we don't do rollovers, but
We don't. That's the best part about Big Ticket. All our prizes are guaranteed. Whatever you see there, someone will take it. Someone will receive that prize.
Even if it's a giant, huge prize, we will give it away on the 3rd of the next month.
Yeah. And we don't only give cash or gold, we also give cars. So for the car lovers, we have the dream car ticket, which costs only 150 dirham, and we give away Maserati, BMWs, all those
you gave
luxurious.
Away Nissan Patrol
and
2
Nissan
days
Patrol,
ago.
So all those luxurious cars, we give them away.
The dream is sold.
And can you tell us about your feeling having to announce those prizes to people?
I think that's where the energy we have on the show is real, because we really feel that we are about to change somebody's future.
Yeah.
We really are. And it's not something we put on or anything. It is actually real, and we're feeling it, that we're about to give somebody the news that will change everything. Until then, their life is regular. They're just as it was going to be. And just with the opening of that ticket and the phone call from the gold phone means your life has changed.
Your life has
forever.
changed.
And 25 million just 2 days ago.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the winner didn't pick up, because we call the winners live on the show.
Yeah.
And that's the really nice part. Unfortunately, he didn't pick up. And
Oh my God. You know what? I blame the cold callers for this.
so do we, don't we both? Because that's the thing. Isn't that the call that you really want to have?
Yeah.
And I think I've read in the newspapers that he'd had his phone on silent, and he did look, and he saw that it was a landline number. He just thought, I'm not going to pick it up.
Yeah.
And that was the 25 million call.
Oh, God.
We got hold of him directly after the show.
Okay, thank God.
Because I think his wife,
his family started calling him, so he said, maybe something is there. So when he received the call, they told him, you won Big Ticket. Then he said he didn't believe it in the beginning. He was shocked.
So other people got to him before we did.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm so happy he got it, though. I was so disappointed.
If we call the winners and we don't get through, like we say, don't worry, we're not going to put your ticket back in the drum.
Okay.
It's theirs.
It's theirs.
Yeah.
It's there.
We will keep trying to get
It's
hold.
waiting.
We always find the winner.
It's amazing, especially in the UAE. I guess all numbers are connected to an Emirates ID, so it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but sometimes they give us wrong numbers, but again, we manage to call them to find
They
them.
might put the wrong dialing code or things like
And we ask the media to help there, to help us find
We've
them.
had one or two missing customers in the past.
Exactly.
There was a gentleman who bought his ticket on his way to Mumbai. And the next morning, it was the first time we'd had a really big prize, and he hadn't picked up. The next morning, still we hadn't got hold of him. So we did a missing person video, and he actually got picked up globally, because we knew he'd gone to Mumbai, and he'd actually gone on a pilgrimage in a place just outside Mumbai.
I'm so happy for him.
Oh my God.
So while the draw had been on in that day and the next day, he was without any money and without mobile phone or anything, because he was on a pilgrimage.
Oh, that's why.
He did the pilgrimage, and when he came back, his life had altered. His life had changed. It was amazing.
You're making me want to join.
That's one that sticks in my mind from a few years ago.
Make you want to?
Join.
Oh, of course. I think it's your sign.
Yeah, we can't.
But I know my luck, I won't win.
You never
Somebody
know.
has to win.
And I think of
That's
this
the
man
thing.
on the way to this pilgrimage for whatever reason. He buys a ticket with hope in his heart. I have goosebumps for him now, and what you did was change his life. I can't. It's amazing. And so...
And just a few months ago, it was in January this year, we called a winner. He was in Bahrain. And there was a bit of noise going on in the background. And obviously, the next draw, we have the winners live with us on the show. Yeah. So we talked to him, so what was going on? Well, he was a paramedic in Bahrain. He was actually in the ambulance on his way back to the hospital.
Oh my God.
When he won 25 million, and he still completed his shift on the ambulance till the next morning. There you go. That's a committed winner.
Yeah, fair play, legend.
Wow.
Okay, so big prizes. You've mentioned Nissan Patrols. Like, what are your favorite prizes to give away?
For me, cars. Yeah, and especially we have a very special story from a winner from the Philippines. Her name is Sharon. She won twice. So in 2023, she won the BMW X5, and 2024, she won the Jeep.
Oh my God.
Look at her, she's bagging with those
very lucky
cars.
with the
You
car.
need to get into a group with her.
I think so.
A little
grab
betting
her energy,
syndicate.
you know?
Absolutely.
Winning twice? Wow. So you can always participate again if you participated once.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, just 2 or 3 months ago, our grand prize winner, he knew somebody in Dubai, was his friend, who won a jackpot 2 months earlier. Wow. That jackpot winner said, you need to try and buy the ticket with a group in your name.
No.
And he won the jackpot, I think it was 2 months later.
Oh my gosh. Lovin Dubai team, we need to get a Lovin Dubai group ticket.
Yes,
Let's all purchase tickets right now and see
Everyone.
who's going
Because
to win.
this month you have a campaign going which sounds so cool. There's a VIP race weekend. You're talking yacht party, flight tickets, hotel stay, concert tickets for race weekend as well. So can you tell us a little bit about
So
that?
this is so exciting for us because it's the first time in our 33 years history of the brand giving away such an experience as a prize. So people or customers who purchase their ticket from the 1st to 21st of November, they will enter into an electronic draw and we'll select 30 from them to win the experience. So they will give them 3 nights in a 5-star hotel. People who live outside UAE, we will give them a flight ticket, sponsor them to get here. And not only for them, they can also get 1. So it will be +1.
It's
Oh
no
my God.
fun on a luxury
course, we
yacht
don't want
watching
them
it
to-
run without a friend or family.
So true.
Yeah.
you can bring a +1.
But there will be fun because we'll be there for sure. But again,
This was my +1.
I'll see you there. I'll be there too.
But you know, that's not all. That's not all. So, like Bushra said, we're going to fly people in if they're from overseas to Abu Dhabi, 5-star hotel. And just for coming on the boat, those 30 winners will get 10,000 dirhams to brighten up their day. And that's not all either, Bushra.
at all. When we will be giving away 250,000 dirhams live on the yacht on both days. So from this 30, we'll have one winner to win 250,000 dirhams.
So you're on the yacht, having a great time.
Yeah.
Having a
And then,
Yes.
out of this, you've got a 1 in 30 chance of winning $250,000 dirhams
Yeah.
on both days.
I'm sold.
And again, we guarantee to give it away.
That's so exciting.
And don't forget, after all of that, you got the after race concerts as well.
Yeah, of course.
Metallica and Katy Perry.
Richard's favorite.
Of course!
And that's not all, Richard. We are also giving away other cash prizes, which we want to keep as a secret for now.
Yeah, can't even
But
say
yeah.
it. So much happening on race weekend.
Okay, so
Yeah.
fun, so fun.
Well, what would you say to people that might have reservations or speculations about maybe joining in or wanting to win? Maybe some people call it scam. It's not real. It's just, you know what? It's staged. It's scripted.
Oh, absolutely. Well, and yet there are still a few people who could think that.
Yeah.
I would just say, you know, we've been going since 1992, where we started at Abu Dhabi International Airport. And you'll find enough content online to see that Big Ticket is absolutely genuine.
Yeah.
We still do it in this exactly the same way as we always did.
Yeah.
You still have a paper ticket. We draw out a paper ticket live on air. We open it live on air, and that's how live you see who our winners are.
Wow.
We almost can't be more genuine. And to make sure I don't have anything up my sleeves, I don't have sleeves.
Plus, the grand prize winner is always chosen by the previous winner.
Yeah.
So invite the winner, and he's the one to pick the
So we
winning
keep the
tickets.
chain going
Yeah.
of luck.
It's genuine.
So I hope the next time I see you is on that yacht in Abu Dhabi.
Oh,
because I'm
we'll be
Great.
happy to have you.
waving my 250K. Before you leave us, do you have a message for the audience? Anyone, like, how can they get onto Big Ticket now? What would you say to your audience?
So I want to tell all the audience, you can always purchase your Big Ticket from our website and from stores. Again, we don't have an application. You can always check the winners list from our website. And don't lose hope. You never know when your luck will come.
That's right, Zayed International Airport, Al Ain International Airport, and you can buy the tickets there. You don't have to be flying out or flying in.
Yeah.
They're in the arrival section near the doors and in the just before the check-in. So you don't worry, you can still go there and buy those tickets and choose your number and walk away with your paper ticket in your hand.
Right, and guys, before they leave us, guess what? They have very kindly announced they're going to be giving away some special prizes on Lovin Dubai. We're so excited about it. Coming very shortly on our feed, so stay tuned for that. That is Richard and Bushra from The Big Ticket. We love you guys so much.
Good
We
luck.
love you so much. Everybody!
Thank you for putting a smile on everyone's
Thank
faces and for
you.
changing lives.
Thank
That is
you,
Lovin
thank
Dubai
you.
show. Thank you, Masa.
Thank you.
And we'll see you back here tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye. Yay.